right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of FloorSeats. This is episode 22. 22, right?
Yeah, 22.
It's like a blur. That's crazy.
Dose, dose.
I go by the name of Tax. This week I'm super turbo because I've been killing it in Among Us. Uh, I got my man
Okay,
Zan
buddy.
with the lean Zanza with me.
Hey, yo, what it do? What's good, y'all?
And this week we got a special guest, man. Good friend of ours, fellow New England fighting game community person, also Twitch streamer, Twitter personality, overall great guy. I got my man DammitDom. What's going on, man?
What's happening with you guys? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I just
Chillin',
woke up not
man,
long ago,
chillin'.
so I'm shaking it off. I was up all night playing Among Us on stream, and then I was like, oh, it's like 3 o'clock. I should go to sleep.
Getting them dubs, I see.
Yeah, man. Out here crazy.
Yeah, man, that's the game right now. Is amongst us. I'd be calling it because you can't trust nobody.
Facts.
Facts.
When you compared to like what? Like I'd be comparing the game to Werewolf. Like Tax knows. You know about Werewolf, Dom? Like
of course.
Yeah, see? Okay, see, man, the culture, see? For those who don't know about Werewolf, similar to Among Us, but more players. You probably have more players. But you have to play in front of each other. Everybody gets a role. Instead of imposters, you're looking for werewolves. But you go to sleep, and then in the middle of the night, narrator tells you, hey, wake up, do something based on your role. And then you go from there, basically still try to find the werewolves when everybody wakes up. And I was just thinking about this the other day, like Among Us pretty much was able to capture that and put werewolf on mobile in a way, which is like making a sus game and putting it on mobile. It's kind of lit, But
Yeah, it's crazy.
But before we get into that, because we have a gaming section dedicated for for all that good stuff. I just want to take a moment, like as we always do. When we shoot what's the word when we have a guest. So excuse me. No, actually I do gotta clear my throat. Excuse me. So as we have DammitDom with us today, Dom, just like Tag said, FGC, fighting game player, Street Fighter, streamer, content creator, like, love for music, hip hop. Like, where do we begin? Let's start it off with who is DammitDom? If you had to describe, if you had to let anyone know, especially today, people who are listening, how would you introduce yourself as DammitDom?
Well, DammitDom is a content creator. He's also a hip hop head, former NFL Street 2 online player, lover of all things FGC, NFL, and Sailor Mars.
Oh,
I love me some Sailor Mars.
yes, sir. Yes,
I love her.
Mm-hmm. So Dom,
around chill guy. I don't really do too much. I just work out, and then come home and stream and play a little bit of Street Fighter.
Hey man,
yeah. Speaking of Street Fighter, who you playing Street Fighter?
I've been playing Karen most of the Street Fighter V's life cycle, but I'm gradually transitioning to Lucia because she's just so much more fun to play.
Yeah, I've heard how nasty like she is, especially not in the last patch. No, not in the last patch. She didn't get.
Yeah, she was pretty good when she first came out, but then everybody started figuring her out, and then she like plummeted on the tier list.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. I wanted to play her.
Really, it's so even right now, like she's not as strong as when she was.
Yeah, it's like basically there's no reason for me to stop playing Karen for Lucia. That's the way I look at it. But I play Lucia for the lulz.
Damn, I thought like, especially when she came out, she seemed like just like the better Ken.
Yeah, she's a way better Ken, but not a better Karen.
But not a better Karen.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how I look at it.
I think you have to have like one character you take seriously and then like a fun character in Street Fighter because like I feel like, especially online, it's just so draining. So
it's frustrating. It's infuriating on another level.
But going from there, I wanted to ask about how, officially you're in your content. I peeped the other day, some of the beats you've been working on, and especially the beat selection for your samples that you do, your sample selection, I rather say. Man, I peeped that. You had the Yu Hawk Show sample?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you had, I'm trying to think what you had before that. I'm trying to think. That wasn't a Cowboy Bebop, but I know I peeped the Yu Hawk Show sample. That was tough.
Yeah, I also did the Streets of Rage 4, the main theme. Also,
Streets of Rage was the other one. But no, tell me a little bit about that. Pretty much how you get your inspiration for those samples. Because that's just nostalgia for me. But
right.
What about for you?
Well, most of it is nostalgia. Another reason for it is my boy Fritz, who I grew up with. Shout outs to Mr. Fritz, by the way. I've been helping him with his EP and stuff. So what I go over his house, I do mixing, and we open FL Studio after he finishes recording, and then we just mess around with different samples. And then when I come home, I get inspired, so I work on my own most of the time, because he taught me how to sample well, not chop it up and then do it in different sections. He taught me to take one thing of sound, one section of the song, and then just import it to FL, and then I can just play around with the tempo of it.
All right. So you just started messing with samples, or just
yeah.
Recently. All right. How you liking that, and how you pretty much how you liking that process of learning beat sampling.
Sampling it is so fun to me because it's just manipulating sound. I love manipulating sound.
And then where has your instincts has led you for sample selection? As you already know, we have Yu Hawk Show, throwback 90s anime, and then we have Streets of Rage 4. But Streets of Rage, that love also comes, from the originals as well.
Oh, so, of course. This is pretty much how I grew up. I just grew up loving gaming and loving the music in the game. It really all started with Streets of Rage too, because the soundtrack is so amazing in it. And just growing up watching all the 90s anime. I like the 90s anime way more than I do the current anime. Even though some of the current anime isn't bad.
Right.
It just doesn't have that impact that the 90s anime had on me. And just hearing different soundtracks throughout, going through each different series, like Yu Yu and DBZ, Tenchi Muyo, animes like that. It's I've always loved the soundtracks to all of those. So that's where most of the inspiration comes from.
Word, lit. Real quick too, since as we are talking about gaming, streaming. What is your go-to games for streaming, or what have you been streaming lately?
The main thing I've been streaming is Street Fighter 5. Just trying to figure out different ways to keep myself entertained, rather than being raging every time, because I always get beat by lag. Oof. But I've been also playing a little bit of Call of Duty, Halo, and I've dabbled in Grand Blue here and there, but I didn't really take it too serious.
Oh, Grand Blue. We talked about it a few times on the podcast, and I know actually season 2 is out. Have you checked out season 2 at all?
I have not Grand Blue yet. I did. I downloaded it. I just never checked it out.
Yeah, I need to get on that myself. Download the update. From what I've seen in season 2, like Belial and whatnot, it seems pretty good. Definitely gotta check the changes though. Heard some mixed reviews about fireballs or something.
Yeah, I heard Jita got fucking nerfed to hell.
She kind of had to. I love her, but she kind of had to. Any hit,
that's what I was gonna pick up.
Party starter. Any hit, fireball, nothing. It's party time. Relax, baby girl, relax.
Yeah, that makes me sad. I was gonna pick her up when I get the game.
Nah, I still say pick her up. I think as a character, she's like she's dumb.
Mhm.
Like, she's still strong.
Yeah, you
I
just
think.
got to work a little harder now.
Yeah, it's like Ken. Like she's like the Ken of the game, but she was kind of like, like Ken's fireballs weren't supposed to be that good because he
Oh
all wants
yeah,
to go
yeah.
in. But the thing is, she went in and had good fireballs. That didn't make any. That didn't make any sense. So I feel like you're playing some third strike Ken. But before we actually, continue on with the episode, since we do got some good topics for y'all. Dom, you got anything that you want to share? Any samples that we worked on that we mentioned? Any Twitch clips? Anything you got?
Any Switch clip? I got some samples I could share. Can y'all hear it through here?
What you'll do is share screen and then make sure you
Oh,
click
share screen.
allow
Okay.
desktop audio.
All right. Let's see. Give me a second.
While you're looking for that, cause I used to, well, I do, but I haven't done it in like a year, but I sample like video game music and stuff too. Like, do you ever like catch yourself on other people's Twitch streams and it's like, yo, that's a hard beat. What is that?
Oh yeah, all the time.
I found myself like sampling mad stuff I heard on Salty Bet. Like, oh shit, I need that.
Yeah,
Like,
all the time, bro. It could just be something as random as that, or like just me watching anime. Either watching an anime or playing a game. Like the inspiration can be like sometimes as random as that.
yeah, because especially now that like we're like I'm working from home right now, so like I'll just throw on like Final Fantasy Tactics Battleground or like Salty Bet just to have some like background noise. And then I like stop what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, what's that?
Yo, that sound hard, bro. Like,
I was like, yo, I need that. Hold on.
Wait, is Salty Bet still? Is this still 24-hour, 24/7 streaming? Is he still has that? Is Salty Bet still streaming 24/7?
I think so. I know
I'm
they
pretty
have
sure,
they have another one for Final Fantasy Tactics, which is actually kind of lit. So like
Tactics. Hold up.
yeah, so basically it's like you if you're ready, Dom, we'll do that. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you guys later.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna open FL Studio. I'm gonna play the Yu Yu Hakusho sample I was working on.
Hey, because you know me, man. Smile Bomb is still one of the tippity top like intros for an anime opening for me from that era.
Free.
Like crazy vocals, instrumentals, can't be touched.
Facts.
My opinion, of course. My opinion.
Oh, there it is. I'm stupid.
I mean, y'all free to agree.
I was looking for
or
fucking
not
share
have good
screen.
taste in anime intros,
Right.
but
Can you guys hear it?
My opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
All right.
You're now listening to a DammitDom production.
I should have tapped that off. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay.
You can probably turn it up a bit though, I think.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, that's tough.
Appreciate that. Like, I love this sample just because of the saxophone. The saxophone makes this whole sample.
Yeah. That bass is hard too.
Yeah. It took me a minute to find the right key for it.
Are you playing where do you besides because I know on YouTube is more where you be sharing your samples.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud?
Yeah, SoundCloud as well.
Bet I didn't peep you had a SoundCloud. Definitely we gotta get that,
I can link it in the chat.
Oh yeah, no worries. We'll get all that. We'll get all that to make sure all our viewers and listeners know exactly where they could find you and partake in your work, man.
Right. I have another one for you. This is the Streets of Rage one I was working on. If I can find it.
So I will say, maybe if maybe is besides nostalgia, but what is your favorite throwback anime though?
Favorite throwback anime? Outside of Yu Yu Hakusho, it would probably have to be. That's a good question. Because outside of Yu Yu Hakusho, like I really was watching like Dragon Ball Z, like Outlaw Star. I love Outlaw Star. It was like one of my favorite ones, like that wasn't like Cowboy Bebop, because we all know Cowboy Bebop is like the GOAT. But yeah, it felt a little more
fine wine.
Yeah. So I'll probably say Outlaw Star.
Outlaw Star is like one of my favorite anime.
Yeah. It's so good.
See, I don't have a problem.
Like Bebop, but I like Outlaw Star better. It's just more fun.
Yeah.
I am saying that, but when he starts saying things like Outlaw Star is better than Cowboy Bebop, again, everybody's,
I ain't say all that. Cowboy Bebop is a GOAT.
Yo, my man.
Sure have your opinion.
Touching that.
All right, how many missiles did Spike have to dodge? None. My man Gene, at the start of every episode, dodged like three missiles. 3 times 26.
He welcomes all.
You're doing the math. Oh man,
that's like 78 missiles.
How many missiles did Spike dodge? He's trying to say 0. There got to be a missile he dodged somewhere in there.
Nah, he's getting clapped by a man named Vicious. That's bad sus.
That's sus? Sus? Or that man is just...
The man's called Vicious.
That was a good fight, though. Yeah. That was a really good fight.
No, I do like Cowboy Bebop, but I think I like Outlaw Star better.
And your opinion's valid, even if it's wrong. Like, that's what we're trying to say. That's the point,
Yeah, okay.
That's all. Did you have any Twitch clips? Or you're still looking for another sample for the street?
No, I'll play one more, and then I'll find a Twitch clip in the background. All right, give me a second.
No, my bad. I thought I kind of got lost in what you were saying.
No worries, bro.
Cowboy Bebop comes up. I'm like, huh? Who?
Like, who talking shit? All right, here's the Streets of Rage 4 sample. I'm still working on it. I haven't finished it yet. I could have made a beat off just that alone, but
yeah,
that was a little too.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's dope how you spread that out like that.
Yeah.
I found that completely on accident too.
Yeah, that's how some some of life's greatest accomplishments, achievements done by accident. Shoot.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's definitely a sample that I feel like people heard, they would not be like, if besides the intro, when it gets actually to, I was gonna say the hook, like people will not be able to tell us from Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna know. Unless like I play that at the beginning and then speed it up.
Yeah, exactly.
But actually, wait, I got one more for you.
Oh no, do it up, man. I was just even gonna add real quick too. How did you like Streets of Rage 4?
I loved it, dude. It brought me right back to being like 6 years old playing the game.
Yeah, I think the new patch just came out for that.
Yeah.
Did it? Because I know They were dropping some new characters.
I don't know if the new characters came yet, but it did balance.
The new characters didn't come. It was just a balance patch.
That's the balance. Might have some floor seat plays.
Yeah, they made Axel better and they took away all the infinites, which I was pretty sad about.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, Max's infinite is gone?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like everybody's just gone.
Ooh.
I was sad, but at the same time, it was like, yeah, whatever.
Right.
Like, I didn't really practice them enough to even. All right, so here's one more. Try to guess the sample. If I can. Oh, I'm still on share screen. Okay.
Hold on, it went a little low. Yo, I can't even hear it right now.
Oh yeah, this I don't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No, it's low.
Oh, damn it. All right, give me a second.
Damn it, Dom.
That's my name.
Now I'm starting to see how it came to be.
All right. You hear it now?
Yeah.
Not.
All right, now it dips back in. You hear it, but it's like a little faint for me.
Faint? Okay.
For me, it just comes in and out.
No, but what I heard so far, I wouldn't be able to guess it. I don't know where you got that from.
It's coming up right now.
Oh, I know what's happening. You need to talk while you're doing it.
Oh, I got to
that's
talk.
Crazy.
Oh, okay. That's OD. Hold on.
Is that like a Zoom thing?
I don't know, but like when he talks, it comes back in.
That sounds like a Zoom thing to me. I don't know about that. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Here it is. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna speed it up. It's gonna sound familiar in a second.
Oh, that's Guile.
Yeah. No one would have ever guessed that.
Yeah, because you chop like a microcosm of the entire beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no one's ever gonna get that.
I gotta listen to that closely again.
That's dope.
That was Guile? Hold up.
But
A microcosm sample.
I have it on YouTube. I can link it to you in a second.
Oh no, yeah, facts. And we'll also link that to all the heads, anyone listening, as well, so they know where to find
the show.
Find this type of heat, man.
All right. There you go.
Word. Anything that you working on just right now that you kind of just want to, you don't have to like share or play, but anything you working on right now, like project wise or just beats, just whatever, recreational?
I have a couple of beats I'm working on. I'm working on one from one of the Mega Man games. I'm working on that. I'm also working on a few Outlaw Star like tracks and stuff. And
You got tax getting ideas now. I can tell.
yeah.
The outlaw
and
star.
trying to dip into like Rurouni Kenshin and like listen to that OST again.
There's some of the intros. I feel like some of the intros, some of the instrumentals, definitely. Rurouni Kenshin, I might even send you some recommendations because that's one of my shows. That's actually one of my top 3
Yeah, that
throwbacks.
show is really good.
I haven't seen that in mad long. I have to watch it again because I don't remember a lot of it.
Oh, like I think one thing I'll say, I don't know why I'll say this. Feel like back in the day, the show felt a lot longer. When you look at it as a whole, like I had a fan, like my sister, watch it like from beginning to end, and I don't know, maybe it was just the pace she was going at, but I was like, wow, from the arcs that was in, like I remember, it's not as long as I thought. I feel like Kensha was much longer, but yeah. But with that, that pretty much wraps up What's the Word with Dom, DammitDom. We do this. We'll have all this information in the description or whatnot. But if you want to give a quick shout out or let people know where they can find you.
I am DammitDom _ on Twitter. DammitDom on YouTube. Look for the Adult Swim the DD instead of the AS. It's DD in like little brackets.
Yeah.
So look for that. DammitDom on Twitch and DammitDom _ on Instagram.
Yep. Cool. Excuse me. Let's keep the ball rolling here. But appreciate you again for sharing.
And again, we'll link all that stuff in the description.
Of course.
For sure.
Word. Just to get the ball rolling here, like I said, it's been a minute. I would say probably 2-3 episodes when we last brought up the Joe Rogan podcast Spotify deal. And just to update y'all, if y'all don't know, it's getting kind of crazy. You would think that Spotify, after getting one of the highest, most popular podcasts, I would say on the planet, that was just following and just like listening base, things would be going good for them. But it's actually the opposite, because their employees are having a lot of issues, a lot of issues with his episodes, certain episodes, whether they be super right wing or whatnot, or just being for transphobic. So certain episodes are being kind of like blacklisted from the app, and people are not happy about it. We mentioned this before. Listeners are not happy about it. They're not getting the full package of what listening to JRE. And now we even got Spotify employees that are threatening to go on strike if certain episodes are not removed from the platform. So let's jump right into it. What do you guys think about that?
Well, can I start with saying I told you so? I said this the other episode. I think it was like episode 20. I was like, yo, I think this is just like some censoring thing, because there was a rumor about his top 100 episodes coming later, but I was like, and then it turns out it's not. It's censoring. People have an issue with his content. And I said it that episode. I was like, all right, like I can't say, like with the transphobic thing, like I'm not transphobic, but at the same time, it's like we shouldn't be stopping people from giving a different perspective, as long as it's not like straight up hateful. Like I think it's important to have a variety of perspectives and understand like the other side of the coin.
Right.
But I think Spotify didn't care so much about having like Joe Rogan, with his creative control. They just wanted his podcast exclusively on there because they knew they would take all those viewers. But now we're seeing it's just like, all right, well, even Joe Rogan is not exempt from people trying to censor his content and stifling his creative control. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
You know, just like you said,
if
it's
Joe
the
Rogan's
licensing.
getting censored, then
Yeah.
No
no
one's
one's
safe.
safe.
Like, what makes you
No
think
one's-
anybody's safe?
Yeah.
Shoot, we about to like hear like bleeps in real life at this point. If that man's about to get censored,
We're gonna get censored by the FCC, bro.
no, like you can't even swear in real life
It's
anymore.
like,
You try,
is that one episode of Family Guy where they were trying to censor everything?
right?
I think when Peter
Exactly. I
had his
think
own TV show.
is that where it was from? People don't try
Yeah.
to talk, and then
Yeah, he's
real
like,
life
"What, I
bleeps. That's
can't
crazy.
say
That's
crap in
scary.
my own
That was just.
fucking house."
Then I was like, bleep. I'm like, wait, what?
Like, why?
But no, for real facts. Like again,
Mm.
this is the JRE platform is just known for having all types of guests, like from all different backgrounds, whether it's like celebrities to like archaeologists, scientists, or whatnot, researching ruins. But you know, of course, on that spectrum, you're gonna have people that cover different things or talk about different things, but also hold different viewpoints. And of course, the whole point of Joe Rogan podcast, what it's built on, is just like having all types of guests just for the experience and like outside of, you know, they're an individual, basically. So it's like a no judgment zone type of podcast. But yeah, it does beg the question. You know, podcasting like ourselves is kind of built on, you know, freedom of expression. You know, especially as long as you're not trying to disrespect or intentionally spew hate at people, you know, you can kind of make a podcast about whatever you want.
Yeah, it is a free country. You can say what you want. The results may vary, though.
And results may vary. That
Yeah, so.
there should be 2 asterisks on that disclaimer.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's just very no, yeah, I just don't think Spotify needs to get a handle on their shit. Because if their employees, they're wilding right now. They're really wilding out because I think because they're Spotify employees, they're making this happen. Whereas in their citizens, people who don't work for Spotify, who probably have the same issues they do, but probably how they respond to it, because they don't work for the company to influence any type of sway over what happens to these episodes, they just don't listen. So I don't see why Spotify employees could just not listen.
Yeah, and the thing that's crazy is, like, I hate to say it, but like at the same time, it's like, bro, from a business standpoint, man, employees are expendable. Like, all right, word, you don't want to work, we'll hire somebody else that does. Like,
no matter how good you are at your job, like, you're always
sorry about that.
Yeah, what were you saying, Dom?
Always. No, I was saying, like, it's almost always the case that you're always expendable. No matter how good of a job you do, you're always expendable.
Yeah, like, I've experienced that in my own professional life. I was like, all right, well, fuck how good I am at this job. If you don't want me here, you don't want me here.
Yeah, I got my first whiff of that when I worked at GameStop.
Oh, man. I got it at GameStop. I got it at Microsoft. Like,
GameStop humbled the shit out of me, bro.
Yo, you got stories I've heard, because Tax used to work at GameStop back in the day. I think, out of 3 of us, I haven't, but the stories I've heard from different people who worked at GameStop.
Yeah, I mean, the people I worked with were like cool as shit, but it was just upper management that was like,
yeah, it's always upper management.
Trash. It's like, especially during the holidays. Like, I remember I had to do like 2 straight doubles. I had to work from freaking 9:30, like from open to close, like 2 straight days. And since it was during the holidays, we were open later, so I had to stay till like 1:30 in the morning, like just getting promo and marketing
hours.
Yeah. Yeah, they hit me with that Dawson reach, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there for too long, because I'm like, that shit's stupid.
Yeah, plus, like, I was a key holder, so like I bear like a lot of responsibility too.
Yeah, like I don't think I was there for like a full like 8 months. Like, I didn't make it to holiday, but I was an ASM, and it's like my location was just, they was just trying to get rid of me.
No,
Where did you work at?
I couldn't relate.
Rosendale. American Legion.
Man, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, that's the one of the ones I grew up on, the American Legion one.
Mm-hmm.
Drive by.
I'm like literally down the street from my house.
Is it still there?
It's
It's
still
still
there.
there.
GameStop holding it strong.
Yeah,
But
that's a trap house. It makes
Game
the one
trap.
corner look better.
Game trap. That's crazy.
Bro, I remember asking. I think I went to the one in Brookline because like I knew the manager there. He was like, well, not like personally, but he, like was cool enough with him or whatever. And I was like, hey man, like, I just left Lids and wanted to see if I can get a key holder job. He's like, cool. And they was gonna have me at Fields Corner, and they ended up putting me in Rosendale. And oh my God, I got scammed so hard. My manager said that she doesn't work Sundays. Like she doesn't have to. I was like, bro, I got scammed into a bunch of stuff that I should have never got
She
scammed.
doesn't work Monday?
Oh,
She's just like, oh, like managers don't work Sundays. I was like, that's not true.
Wow.
GameStop making the rules on the fly? What is this?
I was like, oh man, this place is a mess.
Oh, you got fiddled. Yeah, you got fiddled. I don't know. Sounds like you got fiddled to me. Damn, what were we? Oh, Spotify. Yes. Well, before, GameStop. Well, Game Trap, whatever. No, Spotify is what we were. Let's get back into wrap up with Spotify. So basically, as y'all can tell, we all have our experiences of being expendable as being employees, and I don't know if it's today's culture, work culture, or whatever it is, that Spotify employees feel as though like they should impact the sales of the entire company that they're that they're granted that, or they're privileged to that. Good for them. No, that's great. They stand on what, their platform. If you stand on your morals, fine. But from Spotify standpoint, you're costing them money. Like,
that's the bottom line at the end of the day.
Yeah.
They already lost billions. Billions of dollars from like just the beginning controversy from when the episode censorship first started. So I don't think Spotify can afford to keep losing money from the same way that they are right now, just from the same issue, especially if their employees didn't get involved. So I really am interested in what they're going to do. Are they going to clear house and just be like, cool, y'all can just go home then? Like, just fire them at displays to quiet things down, or just try to...
Well, that's save money.
That's how they save money, is to clear house, then to censor the episodes, right?
I mean, between that and the Joe Budden podcast, I feel like they're probably going to clean house like soon rather than later.
Because then they even got I forget what I think Gimlet, and there's another one
podcast,
like some of them are like contemplating going on strike and setting up a union because of like, I'm like, oh man, like I think Spotify just like got too deep into like podcasting and is not sure how to deal with it.
Going by what, because you said before, going by what Joe said about his dealings with Spotify, or where he spelled it out crystal clear for his audience on his podcast, yeah, I would agree with you there and just say that Spotify has a lot of leaking holes in their ship right now. And they're just getting more holes from basically like all the craziness going around their podcast division, I guess you would say. The podcast division ain't tied at all. Shit is loose. They got to tie that up. If they don't, they better clear house before there's no house to clear, I would say. Because, if they already just lost like 4.8 billion initially from their net worth or their value when the Joe Rogan shit started, like it's only gonna get worse until they start really listening to what these other podcasting brands pretty much what their issues are.
Right.
Hold on, I have some background noise here. Let me handle that. 1 second. But let's actually continue on here. For those For those who want to know more about the Spotify deal at hand, we'll definitely update y'all once we learn more and as things develop. Um, like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Appreciate you taking the time to listen and hang with us. For those who aren't on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Anchor, Coconut, we still appreciate y'all anyway for listening. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoy the rest of the episode. As we're gonna keep things going with more social media madness. TikTok. TikTok, you already know TikTok is wilding. Is wild in itself as an app and just in and outside the app, I would say.
Oh yeah, of course. It was even worse during like at the beginning of quarantine. It was even worse because they were having all these racist TikToks out.
Right? Really?
God damn, bro. Yeah.
I'm not like a TikTok user, so
yeah. So they
educate me.
So they would have this song playing. I forgot the name of it. I think it's by an artist named 645 AR, and he has like a really high pitched voice. He has like a very high pitched voice. The song is called Yoga, and it would begin with like a skit, and then it would go into like, let's say it's a black guy, and he's holding up his thing like this, and he says, "How's my form?" He's pretty much referencing school shooters. And then there was other ones where they had like white people picking cotton, and it was saying, "How's my form?" It was wild at that time.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was wild.
It went from school shootings to cotton and said, "How's my form?"
It was wild.
That's not even funny, but I'm just like, this was on TikTok back and see, world's a big place, yo. Social media, the social media world. So just going off of that, TikTok has been in the newspapers since quarantine. I would say almost throughout quarantine, and we all know that it's being threatened to being taken down from app stores and almost from being banned potentially. Who knows? And even recently, just to add on to all that, there was, if I'm reading this headline right, a live stream suicide that was like uploaded on the app. And yeah, TikTok has been doing everything in its power to have that video taken down, which didn't start from TikTok. It started from Facebook. But I'm just going by this article here. This is like off of TechCrunch. The clip was uploaded onto TikTok around the time when it happened over the weekend, and it went viral based off of users' algorithmic recommendations. So what is that? Do you guys want to unpack that a little bit? So a video about a live stream suicide, I don't know how it was titled, but because of people's recommendations is why it got viral in the first place. So the app itself, supposedly based on recommendation, was spreading this type of, you would say, energy, or making this video go viral. It was making it go around. Like, at this point, is TikTok good for the culture? The culture, I mean, just everybody, or should it just be done away with? Or social media needs to be handled?
TikTok for these past couple of months has gotten like a real bad like connotation attached to it. So I feel like, not to take anything away from the creators, but I feel like it's been doing more harm than good. Like, some of the creators are like there are some positive creators on there, but it's just known as more toxic to the community than helpful.
Because it does, right? Because TikTok has been, like you said, it's been doing some damage, more harm than good. That's definitely a strong point. But it's like, does the problem stop with TikTok? I would say if just looking at this, I wonder if it's TikTok is just the issue, or is it just what it's like the flavor of the month just to kind of attack? Because once if you look at all of social media, they kind of they all have their own flaws. Just like, again, the video originated from Facebook. It was like streamed from Facebook. So I don't know how fast maybe they were able to get a grasp on it and stop them getting out of hand. But as you can see, TikTok didn't do as much as a clean job.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just really, it really does beg the question. It's just the ongoing question: if this app does get done away with, should other apps be checked the same way, or is it just people? Like, is the content itself is just from people?
I feel like it's a combination of both, because people have the decision to make these TikToks and upload them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, the TikTok algorithms are kind of like shitty in a way. So like, you might see some shit you don't want to see that like pops up in your recommendations. So
I deal with that with YouTube on the daily. Just getting random 7-8-year-old video recommendations that have like absolutely nothing to do with
anything.
Anything or any
Right.
what I like. Granted, sometimes I just click them. I'm just like, what the hell, YouTube? But like other time, yeah, like the AI algorithm is wacky. It's not perfect. Just like everything in life, it's not perfect. But
I don't get a lot of like good impressions from TikTok. Like every time I hear something about TikTok, it's always like something like sad. Someone's on there crying because they're getting bullied about something they did, or like like when I guess a bunch of people went on like TikTok and they were acting like Nazi Germany survivors and stuff like that. I was like, all right, that's a little insensitive. Like there's just bad stuff like that I saw, and it's just like I feel like there's way less good than bad on TikTok. And I know that like we live in a very like suicidal kind of depressed culture. So like even in the music people listen to, like the most popular music is like self-deprecating and like suicidal and like stuff like that, especially in hip hop. Like the younger acts do that. So that's what resonates a lot with Gen Z, who's really using TikTok. So like the fact that a live suicide popped up doesn't surprise me, but it is like a bit like sad to think about it, you know, like damn. Like,
yeah, nihilism is at an all-time high. Like, so then I feel like TikTok, and I'm like I'm not a huge user of it. Seems to be like the black sheep of the social media apps. Kind of like it gets the bad rep, or is known for the bad rep because of the shit that is known for that you find on it. And just kind of just to like, I want to close with, well, for me, like my closing remarks would just be like, if TikTok kind of attracts if TikTok kind of attracts that degenerate behavior, and I it's weird to even put suicide under degenerate, but that's that's a bigger problem actually at hand. We're not even talking about what, like, that someone did take their life on camera and try to show it to the world. There's levels to that. But just with TikTok attracting those type of things, maybe we need to take a harder look at, maybe TikTok isn't the actual problem.
Yeah, because people, at the end of the day, the most common denominator is people.
Right.
People have the choice to like make these TikToks, dedicate all this time to like filming these TikToks and uploading them.
Yeah. And the famous phrase is guns don't kill people, people kill people.
People kill people, right.
People kill people.
The gun is just the instrument. It can be used for good or bad, and people choose to use it for however they want. So
yep, it doesn't have to be a gun. It could be a club. It could be a knife. At the end of the day,
you can kill anybody with anything.
Like, John Wick has proven that.
Even your bare hands.
Bare hands, a pencil. Was the boogeyman. Trust me. Like, it's not Yo, real talk, y'all. Real talk, everybody. It's people. And that's sad to say that somebody felt like they had to take their life. Well, first and foremost, in the first place, life's the greatest gift anyone can have.
Of course.
So it's a shame. But who knows? It could have been some mixed feelings in there, or whatever, for the lull, for the memes, or however they were feeling. They felt like they had to stream it. I let the world know still at in their last moments. Condolences, one, life lost is life lost. Two, especially two suicides. So, and the second thing, I think the real issue is the media, and it's because the only reason I bring this up, first and foremost, the media brings up TikTok, and saying that it's causing all these things where I mean, the issues themselves, I think they would be here outside of TikTok. They already were here before TikTok. So what's the real issue here?
Yeah, they need a lap to throw the gun on. TikTok is it.
Yep. Smoking gun, hot potato, not it.
Yep.
Closer for this, yo. Be easy, y'all. Especially, I know things are rough. And if anything, disconnecting from social media might help. I mean, I'm not a psychologist. I don't have all the answers, but at least for me, this disconnecting from social media does help. But shoot.
Yeah, I think it's important to disconnect, and then it's a bit harder now, especially because places are still kind of locked down. But get outside and reconnect with the real world.
I know human contact is limited, but damn it, hug a tree. I don't know, they don't move.
They do something, man.
Yeah, you got to get outside in these times, yo. If you're all inside, just on the computer, on your phone and stuff like that, you start to lose a sense of reality. Like, you got to get out and breathe some air.
I know it might be hard because of COVID, but at least try.
Real talk, y'all.
Even if you just step outside on your porch, man, just sit out there for a bit, taking the world, man. It's gonna be like Sword Out Online before we know it. So just enjoy it while you can.
Yo, that's kind of wild. There's a lot of ways you can take that.
Yo, that's actually a possibility. That's the crazy part.
Yo.
Possible.
But damn, y'all. Let's keep it going. I'm liking where things are going, but we do got a lot of topics kind of squeezed into this episode. So yeah, we got to keep you entertained. And speaking of entertainment, it looks like once again we have a inductee for the Hall of Lame. Shoot, as soon as we announced it, it feels like people are jumping at the gates to get into the hall. The HOL.
Oh yeah, this one for me is very saddening, but fortunately there's a happy ending.
Sparkle.
Yeah. So right, imagine you're a father of 3. You're in a car dealership. You're taking your children with you to go get a car for your wife. Guns start, people come in, robbers come in, start shooting. You do the heroic thing. You cover your 3 children. You get shot multiple times. And then you get fired from both of your jobs.
Are you serious?
That's the story of Anthony Jefferson in the Bronx, man. He took his children to go get a car for his wife, and then it's the payment he gets for being a man, for being heroic, for protecting his children, is getting fired from his construction job and his painting job because he's unable to work.
Throw the whole thing, man.
That's terrible.
Throw it out.
Anthony Jefferson is not who's going in this hall of lame. It's thankfully for them, they didn't release who his employers were, but it's absolutely his employers. If he would have not covered his children, they would have called him all types of names. He would have been less of a man and stuff like that. But he gets rewarded for protecting his children and being a hero by getting shot and losing his jobs because he's unable to work. No kind of like, hey, you know what? We understand what happened. We'll give you some paid time off or something like that, or you can take a leave. No, he gets straight up fired. For having shots fired into him, he gets fired.
Look, I'm not the man that incites mobs, but this might be one of the things where I'm just like, yo, who is employers, bro?
Right.
Yeah,
I feel like
this is really one of those where I was like,
bro.
yeah, I really wanted to know who his employers were, because I was like, yo, when I saw a video talking about it, and I started to tear up, because I'm like, yo, if it were me, that is the exact same thing I would do. Like, I'm going to protect my children. Like, however many gunshots I got to take, I can't let my kids get harmed. And like to think,
the kids, bro. What are you saying?
To think that this is how you get rewarded for being a hero. You know, like, it's crazy.
Being a good father, protecting literally one of your primary duties is protecting your children, protecting your
got shot twice in his boot and once in the thigh, attempting to shield his kids from the gunfire.
That's horrible.
And he still has to have surgery to remove one of the bullets.
And he gets fired. Like, I don't like. Let's just. That's terrible. Like, that's the part that bothers me. Like, he's getting fired. Like, for protecting his children.
So what would have happened that? So it's. I don't even know.
And the thing is, it's like, you know what? I think it is better that he's not working for them. Like, unfortunately, but I think it's for the better, because had one of his children died, like, bro, they wouldn't. Like, if they're not going to give my man time off for the injury he had, they're not going to be so, like,
keep his job.
Empathetic about, like, oh, hey, I'm sorry that one of your children died, but hey, we still need you at work. Like no, like, you're not even giving my man a chance to recover from the injuries that he sustained protecting his household. Like, it's ridiculous.
They're like,
and let that man let him had just run and left his kids there. He'd have been all types of coward and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. But he still have his job, right?
He would have still had his job.
Yeah, he would have been crucified.
Employed.
He's still been employed though. Like, it's ridiculous. The light at the end of the tunnel is they started a GoFundMe for the gentleman. They originally were trying to raise $24,000, and they shattered it. They raised $270,000 for him.
Word. That is the human spirit coming in, and people recognizing that someone who did right deserves to be just to be taking that, and that's just for him to take care of his kids. It's not rewarded. He needs that just to live, for like surgery, medical costs. Like, that's crazy that his job conveniently fired him right where, like, I mean, I'm assuming he had health insurance, and I'm hoping his job didn't cut him out, because there's like, damn.
Oh, and I'm double dipping. I'm suing the jobs too. So both the jobs.
Yeah,
two jobs. I'm sorry, not one.
Yeah, he had two jobs. My man in New York working 2 jobs with 3 children and a wife. First of all, that's mad admirable. Like, you know how much shit we get as Black people of not having, like, a complete household and stuff like that. My man's working 2 jobs to provide.
He's doing what he has to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my wife a car, because we probably only have 1 car, or we don't have a car at all. And I think my wife should have the car, and I can keep taking public transportation. It's like, bro, the sacrifices that men go through, especially this man, just look at what he got, like, from his job. I'm glad that there's people out there that recognize.
Yeah, I feel for him.
I'm super thankful that there's people out there that are just like, no, that's not right, and we're gonna help him, because I'm just like, it made me upset hearing the story. Like, I was just like, nah, I couldn't watch the surveillance footage of what happened, because I was just like, I know it's gonna make me upset to think that he did that and then ended up losing his jobs because of it.
Yeah, dude, I keep hitting brain farts. I'm sorry. I feel like I can't even contribute much, because I just can't. My mind just keeps it just keeps stopping or freezing every time I try to figure out if I had to call my job, both my jobs, and tell them I got shot protecting my kids, I won't be able to come in. Oh, don't worry about it. You don't even have to come in because you're fired. Like, from both of them. Like, imagine if Washington won, just be like, yo, I gotta let you know what happened. Especially like after calling one job, or they just let you go, whether it's on the phone or after the fact, or notify them of them. Then they're like, damn, that's tough. I'm gonna do the same. What? All right. Yeah, I'm tired of repeating myself. Sorry, y'all, but
Nah, you good.
yeah, it's crazy. That's just crazy to me. It's a crazy
Yeah,
time.
I
But I'm
definitely.
glad he's alive, though. I think I just look at
Yeah,
the
for
Yeah.
positive.
sure.
He's
Because
alive,
you
Glad
know
the
they're
kids still have their dad.
yeah, because
and his kids are alive.
Mhm.
yeah, because the family, for what they're saying, the family's dealing with a lot of trauma, and like it could have gone worse if like any one of them died, and then
Mhm.
like look what the situation he's in. I mean, I'm glad there's good people out there. I'm glad that Anthony Jefferson did the right thing and shielded his children in a time of crisis, but his job, like the jobs he lost, man, them niggas are dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo. Shoot. Yeah, Hall of Fame definitely gets for this week is awarded to Anthony Jefferson's employers. The man himself, shoot, you might have to put him in the Hall of Heroes, or just, make that commemorate him that for him today. Cause
Yeah, for sure. Anybody who step in front of a bullet fitted kids, that's an automatic hero in my book.
I'm at
Exactly.
W.
Like that just goes without saying. It's just like if I'm in that situation, that's exactly what I'm doing. If I don't see a way out, I'm just gonna shield them. I'll take however many bullets I got to do for my children.
Shit,
Mhm.
dude. Cause that's me. That's practically me. That's me. It's like not
That's a
protecting your
legacy,
children
man.
is like almost not protecting yourself to me. It's just like, but that's part of me is right there, dog. It's like that's crazy. Um, Shout out to Anthony Jefferson. I don't want to get his name wrong. What is it?
Yeah, Anthony Jefferson.
Yep. Hope speedy recovery. Get well soon. And shout out to all the people who donated to the GoFundMe. Um, you know, decided to show that you cared with your dollars. And yeah, putting money to good use. And supporting uh,
That's
fellow
what our
fellow
brothers, man.
humans who you know through this journey of life, that just helping each other where when it really counts. That's plus one for humanity.
Yeah, we gotta
Uh,
take care of our people, man.
yeah,
We'll be
that's
extinct
what
in a minute.
that's what we need more of.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this Hall of Fame is all about. It's actually just to teach y'all lessons and don't be that nigga who
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
think? I honestly
roast you
think,
for it.
especially like, in like New York City and stuff like that, he probably got some employers that was just didn't believe what he was saying, or they were just like, whatever, like, oh, all right, I don't care what you're saying, like, I'll get somebody else to do it.
You could vet it. I just feel like you could easily vet a story like that. Like, I don't know.
You would think so.
You would, true,
Hey
true,
man, if
but
I'm Anthony Jefferson, I'm double dipping. I appreciate everybody's, GoFundMe, but I'm suing those companies too.
yo, full impunity.
Yeah, you got to,
Sue the
bro.
faces off of them, bruh. Shit.
You got to.
Yo, but that's been our Hall of Fame for this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and now we will be getting into gaming. Damn, where to begin here? Because there's Amazon. Amazon is doing. Let's start with Amazon. Amazon's doing a lot. Let's just agree to disagree. Amazon's doing a lot. They announced their Luna cloud gaming service just this week, despite all the other gaming news between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Amazon, who hasn't been having a strong track record recently with the games they've been dropping, Amazon gaming in general has been struggling. It's been a struggle bus, but yet they still push on forward by announcing their cloud gaming platform service. Thoughts?
I feel like it's gonna fail just like Stadia did.
Yup.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just like,
that
they
for me.
they looked at
Like Stadia
Stadia.
already tried this, it failed.
Yeah. Imagine, right? Everybody's running, everybody's jumping off a cliff and dying. And
Mhm.
and then Amazon steps up and they're like, I'm gonna give it a try, see if I get different results.
No.
Like, nah,
No.
like Stadia is like dead. Microsoft xCloud lets you play like Xbox Game Pass on mobile or pretty much anywhere. And then like Amazon doesn't even have like the same library. It's like, ooh,
Yeah, it's like Microsoft has like the best streaming service
yeah.
out of like them two.
I mean, they have Twitch integration.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's worth the price of admission, but hey. Now
Yeah,
if they were like, yo, with your Twitch Prime, you get that service, different story.
Facts.
But it's not like they need to make the money that mad. Like, you know what I mean? If they were just like, yo, with Twitch Prime, you get, Luna, like,
Yeah, you get like free or something, or a discount. Something.
yeah, something like that, then, they have a horse in the race. But Xbox out here letting people try Game Pass Ultimate for $1. Like,
Facts for like a month or two.
yeah, it's like, nah, it ain't working.
Nutty. You can't. Yeah, I think.
And then they're like, yo, that new AAA title that just came out? Play it on your phone, big dog. Don't even trip.
Oh man, I don't know. I just feel like Amazon, because they're Amazon, they don't feel, because they just have mad money, they can just throw money at everything. They don't have to walk before they can run.
Yeah, if you throw money at everything, that's how you quickly lose everything.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
Quickest way to lose money, Amazon, is just
like,
throw
just throw
at it without
away.
even.
And this is one of them cases where you're throwing money away.
Facts. And I mean, the controller, I like the controller colors.
Yeah, the colors are cool, but
Color scheme is fire to me. The purple.
Yeah, anything outside of that is mid.
Let me see. I'll share it with y'all real quick. I mean, that's for the YouTube fam, but because of the colors. But no, just yeah, because I'm just looking at the article here. Because
they should have named it after Twitch or something. If they would have branded it around Twitch. Yeah, if they would have branded it after Twitch, then it's like, all right, you'll have more people interested in using it.
Like,
it looks like a Twitch controller, like this purple and stuff.
Cool.
The purple. Cool. Like, I just don't see how. Yeah, like I just don't see how, because what happened with Stadia, that like Stadia's launch was like terrible, and like without the solid even like promotion, right? Like, even because like Stadia really tried.
Oh, I forgot. Nvidia has one too.
What is it, the GeForce?
Yeah, GeForce Now.
Yeah, if you forget about it, then it probably wasn't that great to begin with.
No, they just recently announced it, I think, but even still, I
wouldn't even say for all these type of services, I feel like there just needs to be like a good like time invested in just the promotion and launch, because you can't just drop something and expect it to do good because you're dropping it. That's what I feel like is happening. Like, sometimes we're just like, who are these people in these jobs or positions, like making these?
Yeah, they're trying to push cloud gaming on us so badly, but it's just not the time.
Yo, and it's funny you said that, because imagine being in Montana and not having great internet speeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like Japan or Korea where they have like busted internet speeds where this could work.
Super busted. Like, your Wi-Fi router has a stand in Japan. Like, that shit has a stand for getting speed. Like, shit out here, it's like, I don't even know what we have here as internet compared to what Japan has.
Bro, I'm paying for like 1,000 download, and I still had to disconnect my Ethernet because it was having issues. Like, are you serious?
Files.
Files isn't even available where I'm at, which makes me salty.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah. But peep game, right? So you see how color The controller's like black and purple, right? Remember Twitch Turbo?
Yeah.
Okay, Twitch Turbo is still a thing they offer. All you have to do is brand this thing instead of making it Amazon Luna, call it Twitch Turbo. And then if you like subscribe to Twitch Turbo, not only do you get an ad-free Twitch experience, but you have access to these games. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
You sell a bunch of them just like out of curiosity. Because then they're like, all right, worst case, like I get ad-free Twitch and I still have like a game console, like technically that I can get. But that makes too much sense. And they don't pay people like me for these ideas.
Yo, real talk. You know, I bet they probably had a plan to integrate Twitch with this, like somehow.
They do, but it's just like you can stream from Twitch, like you like on through there. But it's not like it's bad enough that you're like streaming these games. You're gonna stream yourself streaming these games.
So then you could stream yourself streaming these games while streaming.
Oh man, the
is that not?
The bandwidth's gonna die, bro.
Yeah, it's like
we don't got the internet for that, bro.
Facts.
Like I don't want to have to move to a different country just to be able to like really get the full capabilities out of it. I don't know Korean. I don't know Japanese. Like this is ridiculous.
I don't know any of the languages needed to get better internet. That's tough. I feel you, bro. No, yeah, I think they really just need to just pull back because I think they just need to pull back their gaming altogether, to be honest. Like I tried out Crucible for a little, like I tried out Crucible, their third person shooter from Amazon. Dog, the tutorial was buggy. Like getting through the tutorial to learn the game was a problem. If I can't get through the tutorial, the game's not ready. Like the tutorial has issues that like I don't know if like is this part of the game mechanics or is this the game just bugging out? When I was trying one of their like operators or one of their characters and just shooting, just using their abilities, I was just like, y'all see the lucrative market of gaming and y'all see where gaming is and where it can go. And I think all you guys see is money. Yeah, you guys see is just dollar signs. And I get it. You're like, you're worth $1 trillion. But whoever's running the basically the gaming division of your company needs to be people that are actually about the games. Like, I don't know how else to say it because I just don't see anything that they released or announced or done for gaming totally flopped. Like everything, like Amazon done, it just flopped. Like we could have studios, small indie studios that come out with games like Among Us, that could come out with Fall Guys, that could come out. We like people making software like Parsec. They're like small teams. Like how are they able to contribute something to the whole like the gaming community, be well received, and then you have these companies that have absurd amounts of money, so much money they don't even know what to do with it. I just can't get anything right.
It doesn't make much sense.
I just don't get it.
And that market is already like crowded anyway. So I don't see how Amazon would make a difference. I just can't see it.
It's just the way they're going about it. It just seems like you could do so much better. You have the resources at your disposal to do so much better. Like it's crazy. Like I feel like if any one of us, because just as that Amazon, forget like, because we just know gaming. You know, forget like having a degree or whatever. Fuck that. Money will make up for it. But because of what we know from gaming, shoot, put us in the door, give us the money. I swear there's just better decisions if you just take a gamer to put them in to do. And they'll be like, oh, there's all these sporadic policies, all this stuff you guys don't know about goes into it. Yeah, but believe me, if you've taken that much dubs from just your gaming, from all your gaming decisions or news, and I mean like L's actually, like I think they just need to just take a second, think about what they want to do, and just maybe spend actual time on it, because it seems like they're just trying to trend and just keep up with the Joneses that is PS5 and Xbox or the Sony.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take.
Yeah, it's sad that they didn't even like, bro. I took one look at it and thought of that. I was like, all right, just brand it Twitch Turbo, include Twitch Turbo to it, call it a day. Twitch Turbo is like $10 a month for completely ad free, and there's people that still pay it for some reason. So, like, just give them that and let them get a library of games. Just make them buy the controller. At that point,
Make
like,
your life a lot easier.
exactly. But now you have a different IP around gaming that like doesn't directly brand with Twitch. It's like, oh, it has Twitch integration, but if you would have branded it around Twitch, then people would eat it up.
Right.
Shoot, man. Yeah, like get it together, Amazon. Like just
Yeah, we'll consult for a fee.
Facts.
We'll name the fee. You
Yeah.
guys sign the check.
I know somebody with some powers got to stumble upon this. They're like, damn it, we should have thought of that.
They're gonna do like the whole like does the claw and everything. But one thing I did hear though, real quick, to wrap up the Amazon Luna, their MMO supposedly reviews, not knowing if they're paid or not. I mean, they did say their Amazon's MMO was pretty good. It had good reviews. It was received well. These delicate ass words out here.
We'll see.
That's word on the street, is that their MMO is noteworthy. So if I decide to ever take a chance or waste my space PC memory on downloading it, I'll let y'all know. But
bro, it's nah. If I have a choice between that and Fantasy Star Online 2, I'm going Fantasy Star
New
Online
Genesis,
2.
stop it. No.
I didn't even get to see the updates because of Tokyo Game Show and stuff like that. And I hate the translators. I hate their voices. I hate hearing them translate in real time.
Listen.
Because I know that you're trying to listen and translate at the same time, but they sound so doofy. Like, so I'll wait until the American version comes.
They have to be as milquetoast as possible, so they don't just be fucking up all the translations. I don't blame them. Shit, I know, because when I was there, I was just like, you know what? When watching y'all in real time, I get it, but man, I just can't listen. I sympathize, but I just can't listen to y'all. But
you gotta have the subtitles at the bottom.
Facts.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I don't mind waiting a couple hours, big dog. Right. I'll take some subtitles.
Yo, let's dip into Xbox real fast, just because Xbox, they bought a bunch. Xbox bought a whole lot of shit recently, right? Let's just start there. It was worth $7.5 billion. They got 8 studios, one of which was Bethesda, as well as some other studios as well that made games for them, that had titles on the Xbox system as well. I wish it was it Senna or Hell's Blade 2? That's the studio that makes Hell's Blade.
I think the same studio that does like the Batman Arkham games too. The ID software.
Yeah, they have Ninja Theory. Okay, hold on. So basically right now, right, Xbox has, according to Games Radar, has the most studios under its belt for basically just making exclusive content or not. Actually, they supposedly have more than Sony, or just to potentially make games and exclusives. Xbox, and this is just recently, so Xbox now having all at their disposal.
Yeah.
Can they still, like, what do they have to do? I don't know even how to phrase this, because it's just like, now that they have all this at their disposal, should they be, if they fuck up, is it because of them? Do they want to fuck up? Is it like, it's just like, come on.
I feel like if you acquire all those studios and you still fuck up, then yes, it's on Xbox at that point. But I mean, I see a lot of people just talk more about the PS5 because PS5 already has a star power, so it's hard to top PlayStation in that aspect. But I think buying those studios was good for Xbox because compared to how like Xbox One did like the last generation, well, this current generation, technically, like compared to how Xbox One did like this current generation, it didn't really do too well against the PS4. So they just want to entice like everybody who plays like those MMOs and those like other RPGs and stuff like that to come to their console. So it's like I get the move.
Yeah, I think like when it comes to Xbox purchasing all those studios, I think they've had enough time to kind of learn like what to do and what not to do when buying those studios. Especially like they bought Rare, and Rare hasn't really done much of anything.
Oh man, it breaks my heart too. I wanted another Conquer so bad.
Yeah, they were doing like Connect Sports and stuff like that. They just weren't utilizing Rare to their ability. So I hope that, I mean, I think Rare did that Battletoads in collaboration with somebody, and that wasn't good.
Yeah, Battletoads. Yeah.
Yeah, that was low key like ass. But I hope they, you know, I hope they get an idea of like just letting them do their thing instead of kind of controlling like what they do. Just like, all right, but like they know what they're doing. Cool, go ahead. Like we just want to own you guys, and that's it. Because a lot of people are talking about like, oh, well, I'll just get a PC and then get a PS5. But I'm like, the honest reality of the whole thing is that the average consumer is just not going to do that. So some people are just going to pick and choose which one they want, and Batman's on Xbox now, bro. Like, like if they're nice enough to be like, all right, you can release it multi-platform, then that's one thing. But it ain't looking good now, big dog. Like,
yeah,
it ain't looking good.
Plus Xbox got the Game Pass, which like I think is better than like whatever PlayStation Plus offers, in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah. So everyone has all the reason to go to Xbox, but most people would like the casual gamer would probably just choose PlayStation because of the history.
I think for me, at this moment, I would pick PlayStation only because Xbox doesn't have any strong launch titles.
This is also true.
But once they get them, like once those stuff starts to come out, then it's like, all right, well, yeah, I think I might go Xbox in the long run though.
Yeah, once Xbox starts like picking up steam, like as the console generation goes on, then I think Xbox will probably outshine PS5.
Yeah, Xbox really screwed themselves up with the whole
the DRM.
Well, so here's the thing. I think Sony was doing it too because they had a day one patch.
Yeah.
so I think Sony.
The thing I don't like about Sony, they always do like wait and see.
Yeah.
There's always some wait and see shit with them. Like it's never like they'll never come out first and do anything. They always wait and see because they make that same mistake with PS3.
They don't like making first moves.
Mm-hmm.
And just even to give y'all some context real fast. This is like some of the studios mentioned in this article. Like 343 already know it's who took over and for Halo is doing Halo right now. But for some of the studios, like Bethesda, Elder Scrolls, and what was it? Yeah, Arcane Studios. So this is basically another one of the studios that was taken from the recent acquisition. So they had Dishonored, and they're making Deathloop. I have heard about Deathloop, but we'll see more. Hopefully we'll see more. One of the other studios I was actually looking into, I know Compulsion Games. We Happy Few is an interesting game. Yeah, like I feel like more of those games Xbox should try to prioritize on. Yeah, Psychonauts. They have ID software, so they got the studio that made Doom and Doom Eternal.
Yeah, they did Doom and Doom Eternal. I forget who did Batman off the top of my head.
Let's see. They got Machine Games, so it's the Wolfenstein series. They do Wolfenstein. We already know they had Mahjong. So Ninja Theory. Actually, had Ninja Theory back in 2018. Actually, I didn't peep. Obsidian Entertainment, which I keep getting Obsidian confused with another publisher. But for Rare, Viva Pinata and Sea of Thieves were the two games that they really did for Xbox.
Killing me, bro.
Yo, Viva Pinata, bro. Who they got? This might be good. Tango Gameworks might, because the Evil Within.
Oh yeah, the Evil Within. I love that franchise. So
they are working on Ghostwire Tokyo. So there's actually a game that studio is working on. Evil Within does seem
it's the second one wasn't as scary as the first one. It was still good though. But the first one was like scary as hell because it was made by the same dude who created Resident Evil.
Oh,
Shinji
like,
Mikami.
Oh, from the originals. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the OG Resident Evils, the tank controls.
Shit. Okay, yeah, and then of course ZeniMax Online Studios, right? So I mean, I guess we could. What do you say, guys? The consensus is Xbox has the tools to succeed. It's just will they succeed or just do better?
They're also not pushing Kinect on us this time too. So
yeah,
I like
which
that.
Is a very good thing. Kinect was the cancer of the Xbox One, in my opinion.
Super cancerous.
You know, I liked it for what it was, but like I wasn't using it for like the motion stuff. It was just dope to be like, yo, Xbox, record that.
That was dope. But they could have built that into the system.
The Xbox.
Yeah, they could have built that into the controller. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Like,
I'm just done with them trying to fiddle us like that. You know, you could have just built that in, made that a function. Did not have to wait a whole nother generation of a console to get that feature. But
I think they learned from their mistakes this time. So I think they're gonna. And plus, they got they had somebody else before Phil Spencer. So they got Phil Spencer now. So I think they're gonna make sure like he pushes them in the right direction. So I don't think they're gonna win like at launch, but as the console generation goes on, I think they're gonna win in the long haul.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are they listening to outside?
I have no idea.
I don't know if y'all can hear that.
I think Lewis's internet might have died because he's just sitting there.
Maybe he's lost in thought.
Trying to process everything that's been going on today.
Oh, we'll give it like another. Oh, he said his PC crashed.
Oh, rip.
All right, hold on. We'll pause the episode real quick so we can get back in.
All
right, we're back. Zanz is back.
Got blue screen, y'all.
He's alive and well.
Alive and well. But my PC might not be after this episode. Yeah, we're gonna have some problems. Damn, where were we? Yes. Sorry, y'all. We're just gonna have to jump on ahead here and just hop straight into music. Since we do got some tantalizing topics for y'all. Did I say that right? Tantalizing? Is it titillizing? Anyway, so Tory Lanez, I know y'all are keeping your ears to the news about Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion, but he drops his new album Daystar. I haven't peeped, but just the controversy from the album alone is all I need. Because some songs in the album address the allegations, as we all know, of Meg Thee Stallion. And if you don't know, if you've been under a rock or a box or just don't fuck with hip hop, Tory Lanez allegedly shot Meg Thee Stallion and both of her feet over some confrontation or whatnot. Those details are important, but he has songs on his album about that. So let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go out and say I don't think this is the right move. I definitely think it wasn't a good move. And like I would hope that he's telling the truth. Otherwise, like he just like incriminated, like he just like really put himself in a tough spot by opening up about it, especially like on record.
Especially on record.
Um, I've been in situations where I've been
Classic
accused of
hip hop
stuff when
move.
it came to women that weren't true, and like it's tough because it's like they tell you to be silent about stuff, but then like everybody has their mind made up once like the other party speaks on like what like their truth of it was. So I understand like where he's coming from, where it's taking time to get your thoughts together and stuff like that. I don't know if I'd have put it over a beat, but
Yeah, I thought he was gonna go do it
That's
Instagram
over
Live.
beats, bro.
yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of the move. Like, I thought that was like a little corny to like release an album, just trying to like capitalize off like what she's going through.
Yeah,
But
I wasn't.
that's just
A
me.
little unset. Yeah, that does come off
Yeah,
as
that was a
insensitive.
little insensitive on his part. And
Yeah, I
plus,
agree with that.
considering like everything that's just been going on in this week with like the social justice issues in the world,
Right.
like it wasn't the right move.
Yeah, it's tough too because like with music, you have to upload it in advance. So like, I'm pretty sure he like
He
uploaded it
made that
and he
decision.
was like, "Yeah, I'm about to tell the world." And then the Breonna Taylor stuff happened, and it's just like, "Well, crap, we already got this uploaded." Like,
Yeah, yeah. I pray
Mistakes were
that's the
made.
case. Like, I pray that's the case. But if it's not, then that was a weak move.
yeah,
I mean, granted, I think for me, it's yeah, it's hard. It's like a mixed bag. Like
Mm-hmm.
it, putting your thoughts or feelings over a beat, especially with a scenario such as that could get you incriminated.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. But I don't
Like,
know. Like,
I for sure get it. Like, music is like the way you channel your frustrations. Like, I totally understand that. But this is a very serious situation here, and like you can possibly like go to prison for it. So
you
like
could
yeah,
answer
I
your
don't.
very life for this, bro.
Yeah, it's like I'm not a fan of Tory Lanez. Like, I don't really listen to him, but it's just like I just hope the best for him. You know what I mean? It's like I hate to see like another black man going through that, especially considering the times we in.
Yeah,
yeah. Like
truth.
for me, it's like I don't necessarily want to take a side. I just kind of want to see like how things play out. I
Yeah,
guess in court and see
yeah,
like what truth we get from it all because like bro, like I said, I've been on the wrong side of like allegations. Maybe not, oh, definitely not this serious, but other stuff where it's just like, what I mean? Like someone just got the jump and decided to tell their side
mm,
of the story, which, I mean, I'm not saying Meg's lying, but in my situation, the person wasn't telling the truth. So I
mm,
would hate for him to, get condemned and all this other stuff like that over something that's not true. So I personally just don't want to pass a judgment off of it. Like if what Meg said was true, then like he's definitely like corny and stuff
yeah.
for
He's an
all
asshole
this.
for that. If
Yeah,
it is,
but if it's not true, then like I understand where he's coming from, and like
mm,
even me being in that situation before, I was like, I don't know if I should like come out and say what I need to say, especially like when the legal counsel is telling you not to. But to an
mm,
extent, you interact with people, or like you have a responsibility to your fans and stuff like that that want to hear from you. So
mm,
it's like like what do you do?
right.
Because
Um,
like Tory's not a civilian, like you know what I mean, like he's a celebrity, so I'm sure he walks down the street and they're just like, "Yo, why would you shoot at Megan?" Blah blah blah. Like you're a sucker, and he might be like, it might not be true.
that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You say he's a celebrity, not a civilian, in that sense. That, yeah, he definitely does walk a different path of life than your average individual. Um, but just coming from somebody who shares the same birthday as me, that I've come to learn. Yeah, man, I think I'm not sure if there was like a lapse of judgment in terms of how things would play out when he uploaded his album around the fact, like around the situation between him and Meg. But But at the end of the day, I think I just want to see. I know I want to see closure between the two, especially if it's just two black artists in the industry. Like I feel like the way things are going, it could easily be that it could easily turn into like a no winners type of situation. Like no one wins, you know. And and then that doesn't help anybody, especially not us, especially people who look like us, especially people who are looking to, aspire again to the industry and make changes or whatnot, or, do their thing. But at the end of the day, truth will always reign supreme. Yeah, I guess that came out right. Yeah, no, the truth will come out, and I hope at the end of that, closure could be found by both parties, and then people just move on and live.
Yeah, the best thing he can do is just like come out with the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can't do nothing with the truth. The truth is the truth is the truth.
Yeah, I hope it's not a clout chase move, because it's a poor one. It's a very poor one if that's the case.
You don't even need the clout, bro.
Facts.
Like, he's already a star in the industry. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Like, and just to take it from there. Speaking on the industry has been on the chopping block in conversations, and especially in hip hop. We have Kanye shooting from the hip, shooting every page of his contract from the hip to Twitter to try to make amends with other rappers, other artists, other hip hop artists. Then like basically saying that the game can't continue on the path that it is right now, like or the where music is in the music industry. And and then we're just getting artists from the left and right kind of coming out and kind of airing out their grievances, either with his amongst each other for closure, or just basically exposing the shadow of the hit of the music industry that not a everyday people like us, we don't see. So I mean, yeah, this you guys try to tap into that, because yeah, it looks like there's some changes coming. There's changes are coming. Change is a coming.
Change gonna come.
I think it's interesting about Kanye's thing where basically Jay-Z sold the masters for Kanye's first 6 albums so he can get his.
Yep, I heard. Yeah,
I thought that was
confirmed.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I get business is business, but yeah, that's wild, yo. Like, and then you've been calling this man a brother for decades, and my man sold your masters so he could get his.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait. So let me make sure I get this headline right, because I was like, this could be easily misinterpreted. So did Jay-Z sell his masters to buy Kanye's?
No, he sold Kanye's to get his back, and he still doesn't have his back according to Kanye.
And is he not? Because from the situation, masters don't get released, or the option to buy them typically takes 10 years, around that range. Because I think Kanye even said this himself, that it would have taken 10 years for him or Jay-Z to get back his masters. I should definitely fact check me on this if y'all feel like people listening. But basically what I'm trying to say is, if he did do that, and then even then, and he has not successfully gotten back his masters, and the half-life of getting to even being able to buy your masters is like 10 years. Like, bro, what's going on? What's going on behind the scenes?
What's going on here, man?
I don't know if that's an industry standard, if that was just like what he signed in his contract, but
yeah.
This is why, man, I get why people push the whole like, yo, you got to be independent, but at the same time, people don't have the capital to just go independent and get the same promotion and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes we have to like compromise a bit to get to where we want to go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like that's just like saying, oh, start a business, but don't go to the bank for any loans and stuff like that. Like that's not how it works. Like you got to get some kind of capital. It's like start a business, but don't work a job and don't go to a bank for loans. Don't ask anybody for money. Just do it. That's not how
How?
it works, bro.
What?
The reality of it is you have to build yourself up to that point. Like Tory Lanez, we just talked about him. He's independent. He owns his masters now. You know what I mean? Like you
Shout outs
have
to
to
that.
get to that
Yeah,
point.
shout out to that.
Ownership over your own creativity is I would always support that.
Yeah, that's the best feeling in the world, like owning your creativity.
Yeah, and then like thinking about like me and you, for example, we sample music. Like it's hard to clear that stuff without a major label behind you,
Right.
especially in the early stages, because they don't want to talk to us. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like they don't
like
care about
we
us.
using their property. They don't like us automatically.
Right.
Yeah,
A lot
so it's
easier to have someone whose job it is, who's paid to do it, and they're a professional at getting that done for you because the label provides them. But my bad, Tax. What were you saying?
yeah, so it's just like there's a lot of benefits that the major label has, and I get that like the whole situation's kind of fucked right now, like with that, and a lot of people are coming forward. Like I saw some actually the other day where there was a video Warren G was talking about how he made Def Jam like 100 million from Regulate, and he still can't get his masters,
Mm.
and that's been over 10 years. So that's why I'm like I don't know if it's sure, but still like
Ooh.
I get that like labels like. You know what it is? It all boils down to, reading and signing the right contracts. And a lot of people are just not signing the contracts because they want to get on.
In
It's like
response, let me build on that because in the around the time these bunch of a bunch of artists in the hip hop industry were having conversations about what Kanye tweeted, his thoughts, the music industry period in general. Lupe came out as well, and he had like a lengthy IG live response to it, and I peep Lupe on the regular. And what I found really interesting was that his stance on it was that one, like the music industry definitely has one thing is as being a company that needs to, that's about making revenue, they do try to push. There's going to be people that will push a type of agenda or whatever through your music for the fact of making money, whether it, lines up with your creative vision or not. So and he said he's been guilty of it. Like he's been guilty of a bunch of things, just as Kanye has, and that, and no one in music is self-made. Like you got to have people on your team in your corner,
Right.
and that pretty much just takes me to the point he was making about record deals. Now to that point he added, some people like there's different type of record deals, but then there's also different type of people in different situations. Some people could have a terrible record deal, and they could be, they could be like a great artist and a like great, talent, whatever, but have a terrible record deal. They could be someone else who maybe not as good or not as talented or had different visions from the music, but they have an amazing record deal that works for them. And then the vice versa, and then you could just mix and match all those type of scenarios. Someone who has a great record deal and they're happy, or someone else who's maybe is one thing of the record deal they don't like, or they got a record deal thinking they wanted one, because they thought they needed a record deal to make music and put out music, but then they really don't, or like so I think what Lupe was trying to say is that there's when we're looking at the music industry as a whole, just going by what Kanye did was like a drop in the lake, like him opening up also opened up like the dam of like all the other shit in the music industry that really kind of forces you to take a second to look at the music industry as a whole. Like what is the music industry almost? Like that's where I kind of led me to after listening to him, because there's so much that I didn't know or had no idea about until the times that we're in now. And I think is, like you, Tax, you know, as an artist, and it just you Dom as well, who just creates music. Like, how would an artist like should move, or how does someone who wants to create music, like, you know, how should they move in today's climate? Like, your thoughts?
Mm, I don't know if I have the blueprint to like tell people what to do, but I would just say just like stick with just stick with it. Like
Yeah, I
just
don't.
stick with it. Be like just be like as creative as possible, like constantly like improve your craft.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't know that there's like a particular blueprint, but at the same time, it's like,
Right.
like for you to get into these offices and get offered a deal means you're doing something right. Then you
Right.
need to be, you need someone professional to look over your contract, and you really need to negotiate what you're getting. Like, a lot of these whack artists with great deals know how to negotiate, or the labels just think so less of them, they're like, whatever, keep your masters, and then they blow up, and then it's like crap. So you really got to know how to negotiate, um and like, especially in these boardrooms, because their job is to make money off of you. So
Right.
they're trying to make the most money off of you as you can. Like,
As much
as
as possible.
yeah, as much as they may be like, cool about stuff, and like sell you on an idea of like how things are gonna go, like they're going to find a way to make the most money off of you as possible. So you need to find a way to make the most money off them as possible. That's all it really boils down to.
That's
Yeah,
true.
get your cut. Like,
Mhm.
get whatever. Yeah, get something like you want out of the relationship, I would say. And
Yeah,
like, and
like
all
Yeah.
transactions of life, you got to make sure, those, at least those type of transactions, you gotta know what you're going in for, or what you're
Gotta get your
expecting to come
chicken.
out with.
yeah,
Or you gonna come out fiddled.
you might not be like, you might think that like, hey, you know what, I don't know how long I want to do this music stuff, but I do want to get in endorsements and stuff like that. You got to make sure that you own your
Mhm.
likeness and stuff like that, because then labels will get a cut of that if you're not careful. Like, you just
Yeah.
have to be mindful of what's important, and like, if you even get the sense like that you're getting to that point where you might be in these offices or something like that, you need to sit down with some legal counsel and figure it out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. I think overall, what I was getting from what like Lupa was saying, and even now, I think it just sounds like, people need to just have a team of people in their corner, people that they could go to. Um, I would say for artists themselves need a team, people that specialize in all those different avenues and caveats, um, so that you could focus on what it is that you want to do, and then people that they could focus on what they are best at to help you to, also help themselves and things like that. It's just get that type of relationship going, because otherwise you're going, you might go in blind and, end up in a 360 deal that you don't want, you know.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Yeah,
I
and the truth of it
feel
is
bad
like,
for 360 deal people, bro.
yeah,
Man,
like the truth of it is like, you can't do it all. You know what I mean? Like, especially we're in a generation now where it's like easier to get to these points because social media is like so crazy. You can get like a really good following on social media and then get approached by labels. But like,
Mhm.
if you're the kid that's like, yo, I just been making music on SoundCloud, I don't have a lawyer, I don't have someone to help me with promotion, like, you need to like look at it, like even get a lawyer or a retainer, like just like, yo, I got $500 right now and I really need your help. You can take a percentage of this deal if it works or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you
Mhm.
got to figure it out.
because
You got to
what'll
protect
happen is like the
yourself.
label will give
Yeah.
you a lawyer who works for them.
For whose job is to make sure they get the best deal for the label,
Exactly. That's all I'm like,
not
you
for
got to
you,
make
the label.
like it's not just music anymore. Like, well, it never was, but since like we were younger, and the internet wasn't so big of a thing, we didn't know like about the ins and outs and stuff of it. So a lot of the older generation were taking bad deals because they were like, yo, I was selling drugs or doing this, and like, this is my way out. Now there's so many ways of making money through the internet and stuff like that. You just got to be smarter about stuff.
Smart
Yeah.
and savvy.
Like there's so many avenues of money, like of making making money. It's
Yeah,
just on you to like pick which avenue you like the
Yeah.
best.
And the labels are aware of that. So there might be something in your contract where it's just like, yo, like, nah, like, we want 30% of your endorsement deals. Like, I think that happened to Lil Yachty, where like QC was like, nah, we need 30% of your endorsements and stuff like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he got mad endorsements. Like, he had Sprite. He was like on move. Yeah, like I wonder even like, I don't know, maybe it was his label, but like he had like a movie on Netflix. It was like How High 2 or something. Like he had like
which I don't even know why they did that in the first place.
I don't know why. I really don't. But it exists, and now people listening, if you didn't know it exists, it exists.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Yes.
I like DC Young Fly, but I don't know Big Dog.
I don't know Big Dog.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
But I think at that point we are just reaching the end of this episode. Tax, you want to do the usual?
Gentlemen, any closing thoughts before we go? Actually, Dom, please plug your stuff one more time. We'd like to plug in the beginning and the end, so definitely plug your stuff.
Alrighty, so on Twitter, I am DammitDom with an underscore at the end. Twitch, it's DammitDom. YouTube, DammitDom. Just look for the Adult Swim, like 2 Ds in the middle in the brackets. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and DammitDom underscore on Instagram.
Yep.
All right, word. Now, any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. What you got? I'm gonna take a second. Think of mine. You got anything, Tax?
Despite what people say, do not re-release Twin Snakes.
Thank you.
Do not re-release Twin Snakes. I know they put a shiny new coat of paint on Metal Gear Solid 1, but everything else was trash. Please do not release that tragedy into the world again.
Right. I would just say take care of your mental health. That's the most important thing in society today.
True.
I second that, and I'll leave a quote from an interview I was listening to. Jaguar Wright, a talented MC, singer, whatever you wanna call her, but as a recent interview, it was like a month ago. She was also talking about the industry, the music industry, and one of the lines she said, "It's like it's all fun and games until the rabbit has the gun."
Yep.
And that's the line I'm gonna leave with y'all to think about. It's all fun and games until the rabbit has the gun. Bam.
That's bars.
All right. Damn, I can't do the old thing we used to do back when we were on radio. So yeah, that's it for this week's episode. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Apple, Spotify, Google, or anywhere else, please make sure you follow the feed, spread the word, rate us.
I've been saying coconut
instead of Apple.
You could because you could like an actual coconut, like make a receiver. Never mind.
I didn't know you could do that. Anyway, so if you're listening to us audibly, please make sure you follow us there, and then please drop us a rating. We would greatly appreciate it. It helps us get discovered by other people. Dom, thank you for coming through. We appreciate you.
Yes,
sir.
Thank
you for having me. My pleasure.
And we will see you guys next week. Links will be in the description for all the Dom stuff, and you guys have a good week. All right.
All righty. Peace.